Unfortunately, the older he got, the more numerous his idiosyncrasies became, and the less concern about their negative effect upon others he became.
Really? You're speaking science that I don't understand.
Did
Like,
they do an autopsy on Dr. Bolet?
No. Given
no.
Bruno's advanced age and the absence of
Advanced.
any indication of foul play, an autopsy was deemed unnecessary, and the body was cremated according to Bruno's wishes.
Okay.
I hear that you're a member of the
Okay.
Jolly Rogers crew. Is that true?
Perhaps I am, perhaps I am not. I'm sure someone as charming and attractive as yourself has her share of secrets too. Am I right?
Oh, yeah.
Be that as it may, just what is a crew?
Crews are organizations whose primary purpose is to put on parades during Mardi Gras.
Ooh.
They also put on fabulous
James Bond
parties.
Spectre?
Very private parties. Members only.
Oops.
Some consider crews to be private clubs. Secret societies is a term others.
Ooh, secret
However,
societies.
Back in the 1990s, the city decided not to issue the Jolly Rogers any more parade permits, unless they opened their crew to pretty much anyone who wanted to join. So, refusing to be blackmailed, they chose instead to simply not put on parades anymore.
Oh.
As far as the city is concerned, the Jolly Rogers no longer exist.
Well, do they?
Are you saying the Jolly Rogers do still exist?
Perhaps. Perhaps not.
They totally exist now. Totally
Did
exist.
Dr. Bolet ever say anything to you about owning a crystal skull?
Why, yes. Yes, he did. In fact, he showed it to me once.
Oh.
Said it had magical powers.
Ooh.
Said owning it was going to allow him to live forever.
Huh.
I thought it was utter nonsense and told him so.
Shows
Well,
him.
He didn't appreciate that at all. Refused to talk to me for a full 2 weeks.
Oh,
What does
yeah.
skull look
That's
like?
right. Get
It was
rejected.
quite beautiful, actually. Life size, perfect and full.
My sister's so loud out there.
Like a diamond almost.
Ooh.
Tell me, Miss Bess, what do you know about that crystal skull?
Nothing.
This friend of mine, who is also a friend of Henry Bolet, you know, Dr. Bolet's great nephew. Anyway, while she was visiting Henry, she saw this book in Bruno's library about the legendary crystal skulls and was kind of intrigued and thought that since Henry said that you were pretty much Bruno's only friend, maybe Bruno had said something to you about it, and as it turns out, he had. That's all I know.
Yep.
I see. Well, much as I'd like to believe that skull holds the key to immortality, I'm afraid Bruno's passing proves it's worthless.
Ooh.
Although it would make an attractive paperweight.
That
as
is
I
true,
recall.
too.
Tell your friend not to give it another thought.
All right.
Where was Dr. Bolet when he had his
I mean,
MI?
it'd be
In
awesome
the
to have
foyer
on
of his
display, though.
house, just inside the front door. In fact, I hadn't seen him for a while, so I picked that day to pay him a visit. I walked up to the front door, found it unlocked as usual, opened
Oh.
it, and there he was, lying on the floor in obvious distress.
That must have been scary,
The
man.
next thing I know, his housekeeper came running in and started shrieking and carrying on.
Renee.
Until finally I sent her out of the room so she could summon an ambulance, and I could once again hear myself think. Then well,
Then?
let's see. Then I knelt down and saw that he wasn't breathing. So I pulled him away from the doorway so I'd have more room to work on him and began chest compressions. I continued until the medics arrived, but nothing they did made a difference either.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Was Dr. Bolet unconscious the whole time?
Yes, he was.
Oh, okay.
Can you remember anything that might indicate what he was doing by the front door? I mean, had he just come
Man,
in
Bess
from a
is
walk?
such a detective.
Was he wearing a hat? Was he holding anything? Had he dropped something? An umbrella? Sunglasses?
Wait a minute.
Oh.
Why, yes. Yes, he was holding something. A piece of paper.
Ooh.
And on the floor next to him was an envelope. He must have collapsed while reading a letter.
You realize that now, hey? Man, you guys are slow.
Do you know what happened to it?
Now, I know the letter was no longer in Bruno's hand when the paramedics arrived, so perhaps he released the letter when I moved him.
Maybe?
Yet, I do not recall seeing it on the floor when they wheeled him out the door. Iggy.
What's
What?
icky?
Iggy is an iguana Bruno befriended.
We know
and turned
Iggy.
loose in his home. It soon developed the annoying habit of stealing paper and stockpiling it in the vent system.
Oh, ho, ho, ho.
Are you saying an iguana made off with the letter Bruno had been reading?
Oh, got such a clue right now.
It would not have been the first time a missing document ended up in Iggy's possession. Renee would periodically call me saying the lizard had absconded with one of Bruno's prescriptions and would I please write her up a replacement.
That's
In
funny.
any case, Bruno once told me he was training Iggy. Said he taught Iggy to retrieve the things it had stolen.
And we know how to do that.
Do you think it's possible that Renee caused Dr. Bolet's death by, say, hoarding the pills from those missing prescriptions and giving them to him all at once?
No. Had he died of an overdose of the medications I had prescribed, the manner of his death would have been quite different.
Oh, okay.
But he died of a heart attack. Of that, I am certain.
All right.
However, I know for a fact that Renee is deeply involved in the practice of hoodoo.
That is
and
true.
As Bruno's housekeeper, he had ample opportunity to use it against my poor old friend.
Could you imagine that?
Voodoo
That'd be
really works?
stupid.
Young lady, never, ever underestimate the power of suggestion. If a person believes in something, even on a subconscious level, fantasy can easily become fact. And who knows what rubbish Renee fills Bruno's mind with? Drink this, don't eat that. This brings good luck, that brings bad, day in and day out. Even if he said he didn't believe a word of it, who knows how much his subconscious was absorbing? He was very old and vulnerable. So could Renee have caused Bruno to have that fatal heart attack? There's not a doubt in my mind she could indeed.
Wow.
Guess I'll be running along.
I've enjoyed our conversation immensely.
Sweet, dude. And he's gone now. Oh. Alright, guess what, Nancy? Guess what? We just found out Iggy steals paper. Boom! And the crystal skull's real.
Bess here. Oops. Looks like Dr. Buford decided he's had enough gumbo.
He's not at Granny Pumpkin's anymore?
Nope.
Nope. But here's what else I've learned since I talked to you last.
I've learned so much. It's so crazy.
And that's all she wrote.
That's all she wrote.
Thanks for the report.
Stay in touch. See ya.
Hold on one second, boys. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Just told my sister to quiet down because she does not understand that definition. Where am I going? I want to go upstairs. It's this way. I actually want to go into the little secret attic upstairs because we need to get Bruno Bolet's letter that Iggy stole. Supposedly stole.
Iggy.
You're gonna take a loquat now, right?
Iggy, how about a nice, juicy loquat?
Yes! It worked! Oh my gosh! Hey, it's Iggy! Dude. Oh, we have all these. So you want to sort of match these up with the appropriate things, and each time he'll bring you something, I think. So let's put the glasses on. I think, oh, what? Oh, whoops, sorry. Glasses go there. This, I believe, goes here. And this has to go down there. I think that's right. So send him off and he should bring us something. Fingers crossed. Oh, he did. An eyeball. An oddball. Alright. Let's go get some more loquats because apparently we are not done yet. Alright. Guess what, wasps? You're about to die. Boom! Can I go
If I
again?
need another loquat, I'll just come back.
You can't carry more than one loquat. You carry a friggin' shovel around. Nancy! Why? Why? Oh, jeez. You got room in your special little inventory bag there, don't you? Where is it? There you go. That. Boom, boom. No. No. There we go.
Come and get it, Iggy.
I wish this animation didn't take so long. Eats it, and then takes a seat. Alright, what do we have in here? We got... Put the cop suit on him now. Where is it? Here it is. And I think that's it. And then we need one more loquat for the pirate costume. We don't need to do the clown costume. It's not necessary. Oh,